Alright, I have a few things I have to do like ASAP today. One is, well, I just had my breakfast. And today, my breakfast was 4 egg whites and 1 egg with the yolk. So 5 eggs basically and 1 yolk. Over 1 piece of rye toast with just a little spritz of Monterey Jack sprinkled on the toast before I laid my egg. I laid an egg. And then my coffee. Eggs are kind of like a freebie, especially the egg whites. So at that point, if you ever really get hungry, it's something that you can kind of eat 2 or 3 of them of and not really throw yourself off. It's almost like a free food, basically, high in protein, all that kind of crap. So anyway, like I said, I had 5 eggs with 1 egg white, 1 egg yolk, over a piece of rye toast, and a little bit of sprinkled Monterey Jack. And I have a margarine or something I use, a spread. I forgot what the name of it was, but my holistic doctor had mentioned it to me and said that it's good. It tastes just like butter, and it has no cholesterol, no fats, no carbs. And, I'll tell you what, it's true. It's great stuff. It's healthy. I don't know the name. I'll look it up just in case you guys want to know. But that was my breakfast. Now, what I have to do, I came out here in the shop today, and it is cold. It went down to freezing last night, thanks to Matt sending me the weather. He said it was coming this way, and I guess he's right. It's like 32 degrees here in the shop. So it's actually a little bit warmer outside the shop. So I just lit this fire to get it going. The furnace guy's supposed to be here today. He said if he wasn't here last night, he would be here first thing this morning. So I'm waiting for him to get here today. I started a fire in here. If I really get this fire going and keep feeding it for a while, it will heat up in here a little bit, so it's not too bad. Today's a good day to find out, though. And I have a lot of outside water that I have to shut off. I have water that's brought from the house all the way to the back here, and it's not underground. It's actually laying above ground on the other side of the fence, along the fence line. It's actually a hose, a very good hose though, because it's like 5 years now, and it's a good hose. You don't have to worry about it. So I have to drain that hose. Now luckily it runs downhill a little bit, so if I disconnect it, it'll pretty near drain itself. Then I have to take in the sprinkler head and adjustment that's over there. That's what controls the water to the garden. Then I have to shut off all the water on the outside water spigots, as well as the hot and cold water that I have on our outdoor shower. I hooked up that little outdoor shower for 2 reasons. One is in the summertime we can give the boys a bath on the outside. We don't have to try to get a 150-pound boy in the tub. And then the other is, if we're really having a hot day and we're a real mess, I just get underneath that shower, clothes and all, take all the electronics out of my pocket naturally, and then I kind of just rinse off because I can get hot and cold, so I get a nice temp it, is that the word? And I just rinse off, drip for a minute, then I'll walk onto the back porch, get naked, for all you guys with imaginations. And then at that point, I'm basically set without dragging in all kinds of dirt and dust and sweat from being outside into the house. So anyway, now having all these things on the outside means that now I have to take care of them. So, and those, I have to turn the water off in the house, let it drain, and then I actually have to put air through the line, as well as this line down here. This is also a water line that is flexible over here, but I'm going to pump air through that because that's underground, but I only went down a few feet. I didn't go down the, the 3 feet or 42 inches or whatever it is. So it will freeze as well. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I got to start up that outside heat box because I want to see what it's going to do. And just how much smoke I'm going to get out of it. And also John, J00 down there in Ohio, had mentioned I should get a good fire going in there before I let any heat into here, because there may be some exterior paint and things and grease and things on the drum outer side that's going to get very hot, and I may not want those fumes and things coming into the shop, and that makes sense. That's why I asked John. He is a heaterologist. So, thanks a lot, big guy. I appreciate all the input you've been giving me on this. It seems so far so good. So we will tell. I'm hoping that if your system heats most of your house, that this system, once I load it up for the day, because the size, it should heat this place all day for me. And I have a couple of little whisper fans that I can put down there. Once I get that cut, I'll put a little shelf down there, put a little fan on it. They're computer fans, so they move, a little air, but enough to move it. So I'm going to put some fans down there, get that going. I'm going to bring out some coffee, some Splenda, and some milk and water, because I have no water out here right now. I have to shut it off for the winter. Shame on me. And put some of this stuff in the fridge so I can start making coffee out here. Summertime, I'm not a big coffee drinker, 1 cup a day. Wintertime, sometimes I'll go 2 cups. However, I still use tea, and occasionally I'll have a little hot chocolate, diluted quite a bit, only because, again, I just want a little taste. I don't want to put on 100 pounds because I like it. I'd rather stay light and healthy and have little taste of things. That's like this. Label out for freshness. I'll get 2 of these out of 1. I mix it 50-50. And to me, the taste is fine. I'm not looking, for that, wow, sweet taste. Like orange juice, same thing. I buy it with the pulp. I have to have pulp in my orange juice, a lot of it. But I'll mix that as well. My holistic doctor told me if I drink 8 ounces of orange juice, that's like eating 8 oranges. So I thought, whoa, well, there comes the calories. I mean, orange juice is good for you as long as you don't overdo it. So you know what? I mix it with water. So now if I'm drinking 8 ounces, I'm actually drinking 4 ounces of orange juice and 4 ounces of water. And that's how I do it. I put filtered water in there. And I don't like real sweet stuff anyway. I just never did. All right, let me put this camera down. Let me go get the water turned off in the house and start doing some purging of the lines. And then I am going to go out and start that fire, because I want to be nearby so I can keep an eye on it. And then I will also keep you guys on here so you'll see it. All right, guys.